everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and welcome back to another episode of Antimatter Chemistry. Look at this. Yes, I've been a building pig, only working with the materials that I've got available to me, which mostly is oak trees. I've got a little bit of cobblestone and stuff, but that so far seems to be kind of difficult to make. And I'm going to show you this real quick just so you can see in a minute what I've been up to. So just basically emptying that out, I gathered up a whole bunch of this white antimatter and came over here. I've been clearing this out, ran this through a couple of times, and got a bunch of these mineral salts, which will explain in just a moment why you're about to see what you're going to see. Now, this I noticed 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tall is, I think, as tall as you can get sugarcane naturally in vanilla Minecraft. And I think the 4 tall sugarcane is only generated that way. I've seen this stuff grow up to 5 and 6 tall so far. I'm kind of curious to let one of them go and see how tall it'll actually get, which is going to be crazy. But let's look in here at the quest book. We finished off chapter 1 in the last episode. And now we've got an exclamation point here, which is telling us we've done this. So let's zoom in. Oh, nope. Oh, we can get hang gliders? That's awesome. Miss Piggy makes Modpacks, and she always has hang gliders in them, so those are really cool. Excuse me. The Tears of Gamers. Evaporate water to get a stack of salt. So I've gotten a stack of mineral salts, and for that we're going to get an iron sharpening kit, a crescent hammer, and a speedy hopper. And we'll check these out in just a second. So, what mod was the crescent hammer for? See, here's the thing. For some reason, a lot of these mods are not showing the mod they're from. I wonder if it's... Let me try this. F3H. Advanced Tooltips. T-Construct. So that's Tinker's Construct. Thermal Foundation. So that's really odd. Like when I come over here, see how it says Alchemistry? But when we're over here, it doesn't tell us. I don't know why that is. That's really, really odd. Let's go ahead and unbookmark that. Now you can see right here that I figured out which mod. It's the Alchemistry mod. That's the mod that's giving us all these different moles of either combined chemicals or singular chemicals. And you're going to get to see why in the world that's a big deal. Because of this building. Whoop! Right? No, it's not that. It's, as always, what's behind me. Whoop! Check this out. So I went through and I added up all this stuff. I didn't go through all the different ingots. I just went through all the different chemicals and made enough storage drawers for all the different chemicals. And then as I get them, I've been slowly placing them in order. This took a little bit of time off camera, but just kind of counting through and figuring out each one where they are. And I also figured out that the chemical dissolver, as I put stuff in there, the hopper can run it in there and automatically sort it. And I think the chemical combiner can do the same thing. You get out of there. We do not need to lose that. So let's put that right there. This is cool. If I look at the drawer controller and squat, it shows me all the stuff in the upper left-hand corner that's available. And this does the same thing for chests. Isn't that awesome? So without even opening the chest, just squatting and looking at it, we can see what's going on in there. So I'll show you this. These mineral salts. Oh, wait, we've got mineral salts right there. So let's go ahead and put those back. This is stuff that's overflow, except for tungsten. Tungsten is right in here. And I just didn't want to count like 30, 40 spaces to get to tungsten. So once we kind of narrow it down a little bit, we'll go ahead and add tungsten in there. So we're going to dump this in there, and we can see it just starts making this stuff, and it's going to start running it through. Let's go ahead and run some more through. So this is cool. We can basically get a bunch of chemicals and sort them, and they're getting sorted. Now, as it overflows, it starts filling up these down here. So what's kind of cool is that's like a little buffer or a safety. And so once these are full, like if I start running hydrogen in here, it's going to start appearing here because hydrogen, if I'm not mistaken, is full. It's as full as it will go right now until we start making some upgrades. I'm going to hold off on making upgrades till we get some better materials. But now we've got a way to combine stuff and spit out different chemicals and dissolve stuff into different chemicals. And there we go. And I've got this generator right here, which is basically powering both of these, which is awesome. Now I know what you're thinking. Piggy, in the last episode you got all this cool stuff, right? Well, I set this stuff up and I started dumping stuff in it, and then I realized this thing needs a constant source of power to stay turned on. And not just like constant, like if this was charged up and plugged in, that wouldn't count. For some reason, every tick, it uses up power just to stay active. And so I ran off and did some stuff, and I came back and it had used up all the power. So I really don't feel like at this moment trying to make a whole bunch of food to dump in here to constantly keep that active. And I don't feel like wasting food to dump in there just to turn on the system for a few moments to access it. So once we get a better handle on power generation and a way to store energy, then I'll start using that system. And what's going to be cool is with the, I know with the ME system, I don't know with the other one, but with the ME system, we'll reconfigure this a little bit. And if we attach that ME system to this drawer controller, we will be able to look at that and access this stuff. So we'll be able to store all our chemicals and be able to see which ones are missing. And when we want to craft stuff, we'll be able to access it through there, which will be cool. So that's a long explanation as to what I've been up to off camera, just kind of sorting and organizing. So let's get to the quests, shall we? And this is going to explain why in a minute I've gathered up a bunch of that white antimatter that you saw that opening. Because of this, I started looking ahead and realizing how many different colors we're going to have to make. So we're going to need a stack of orange antimatter and a stack of gray antimatter. So I'm hitting the letter A so we can bookmark that. And it didn't work. It should have worked. Hover over, hit the letter A, right? And then A. That is really odd that it's not bookmarking now. Because it was bookmarking stuff for me before, wasn't it? Let's click U, hit the letter A. See, now they both showed up after I clicked one. That is really strange. Hit every other button, Piggy. Maybe the gray was there and I didn't see it because it was too dark. I don't know. So we need, what is it, tungsten and white antimatter. We're going to need 8 tungsten. Oh, I have 16. Awesome, that works. And where did I put all the antimatter? Right here. So we need a stack of, or we need 64 of that and 8 of that. That'll get us our dark or just gray antimatter. And then orange antimatter needs copper. So we're going to need 8 copper as well, right? No, not there. Let's see. Sort through here. We'll go ahead and prep this. I don't know how much copper we have. Let's see here. If I squat, it's showing me 13. I think that's the quantity. Yep, okay, that counted down as we took it out. So that will give us 8 of that. 8 is great. And there, we got our quest advancement. Colorful antimatter. This antimatter material is so bizarre, its properties seem to change when I dye it different colors. So we can get an iron hammer and an iron sharpening kit. Now this iron hammer is awesome. I'm going to show you what this thing does. See how it's highlighting a 3x3 area? So we can go down there and we can mine out 9 times as fast as we could with a pickaxe. So that's really cool. We're going to definitely hold on to that tool. Oh, yeah. So here's the next thing I want to try and do. What I've also been doing is as we make this antimatter, I've been running it through just to see what we get out of it. That looked like it gave us tungsten and iron. And what did that give us? Let's go ahead and get that out of there. It gave us tungsten and iron. I didn't see what this other stuff was. It ran through so fast, but apparently it's stuff that we already have because nothing else appeared down here. So that's cool. That's another way to make that stuff. Remove you. There we go. And let's check and see what's next. So we're branching in 2 different directions. Magical dust. Wooden energy. There we go. That's what we need. Now, it's still going to be kind of manual because I've got to chop down trees and make energy out of it. But that might be a more efficient way. Swap this thing out and dump a bunch of wood in there. That'd be a whole lot better. So let's go back to the quest book. Red antimatter. Craft a stack of red antimatter. To make that, we need iron oxide. So I'm going to hit A to bookmark iron oxide. And let's back out. And then let's check iron oxide. We need the chemical combiner. We want to put iron, 2 iron, 3 oxygen for 1 iron oxide. And is it the same as before? We surround, where did it go? Let's do red, anti-M. Okay, so we're going to need 8 of these. So we need 16 iron, and then I'll just grab a stack of oxygen. How about that? That sounds so weird to say, doesn't it? A stack of oxygen. And now I don't remember how much iron. 2, 4, so we need 16, right? Oh no. See, this is the thing. I don't have any locks yet on this. So I'm kind of concerned that I would end up like losing the spot. So let's see here. A drawer. A chemical combiner. That's what we want to do. We want to make iron oxide. So let's go ahead and lock that recipe in. And we'll dump this stuff in. That's going to make... Now that's going to start filling up that singular spot right there. Let's get 2 more. And let's go ahead and make that so we have 1 extra. So now I can place this here. So let's get all that. And let's check real quick at alchemy. Where is mercury sulfide, ethane, strontium, iron oxide, cellulose? Do I have cellulose set up? Okay, that is cellulose. Oh, and we just made some more cellulose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what is this stuff? Sucrose. So let's see. Is it... Yes, it's next to sucrose. Okay, awesome. So we'll go ahead and place that there. Now we've got a place for that. Awesome. So let's go ahead and smack you down here. Oh, buddy, we're about to get some redstone. This is going to be awesome. And draw that. Red antimatter. It's against matter. And we get half a stack more. Okay. So from here, magical dust, create 20 redstone. Energy cell. There we go. Oh, I like that. Okay, so we get 3 tabs up here. We're using the chemical combiner, so we need iron oxide, strontium carbonate. So let's bookmark that because we've got the iron oxide. Let's go and get the red antimatter out of there. So let's back out. I got to hit escape for all those. There's got to be an easier way to get out of that. So strontium carbonate in a chemical combiner is strontium and carbonate. I don't know that we have carbonate yet. How do you make that? Carbon and oxygen. That's actually pretty easy. Let's see here. We've got a fair amount of carbon and oxygen. So let's go ahead and let's see the chemical combiner. Strontium carbonate. We need carbonate. So let's go ahead and click that and dump that in there. That's going to make carbonate. Go ahead and make a decent amount because I don't know how much we're going to need. And we can go ahead and also place carbonate as a bookmark as well, right? We got 12 of those. Carbonate is next to sucrose. Okay, that's easy. Where is sucrose? I thought I had sucrose in here. Are you sucrose? You're sodium chloride. That's sucrose. So this carbonate will go right there. So we'll put 1 of those there. All right, so we'll put this here. Strontium carbonate. Strontium, that's the next thing we need to make. Chemical dissolver. Fission multi-block. Wait, let's go back here. This is what I keep messing up on. I see this and I forget about these. So let's check here. Red antimatter will give us iron oxide, strontium, and silicon dioxide. I don't know if we have silicon dioxide in there yet. So let's see here. 32. We'll just go ahead and dump that in there. Do we have... Is this iron oxide? That's iron oxide. Awesome. So SR, strontium, is the only one that we didn't have. And let's see if we can find an SR in here real quick. I know if you were to hit pause, you'd probably find it. I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'll do more of that off camera. If I can find it real quick, we'll go ahead and organize it just to say we did it on camera. So let's see here. We've got strontium carbonate. We need strontium carbonate, which in a chemical combiner is one of each. So let's see here. Chemical dissolver, chemical combiner. And here's what I like. So if I figured this out off camera as well. So if I click this, it gives me all these options, right? But if we look at the device first, and then we click on this, it automatically jumps to that. So that's pretty cool. So a 1-for-1 ratio, so we'll click that. So we've got this strontium carbonate ready to go, okay? Iron oxide. We're trying to make redstone, right? Redstone dust maybe? In a combiner, we need iron oxide and strontium carbonate to make one redstone. And how much redstone did we need? 20. Okay, so that means that we're going to, let's bookmark that real quick. We're going to need 20 of each of these. So to make that, we need 20. We still need 20. So we'll need to make 20 strontium carbonate. So let's see here. We've only got 11 carbonate and 7 strontium. So let's go and get you out of there. So okay, we're going to leave that for just this moment. So bookmark you, carbonate. I've got to like back up and remember how in the world. Because like I said, this can get a little confusing at times. Let's go and just grab all of that. Not the dissolver. That we want to make carbonate. So let's go ahead and make a bunch of carbonate, whatever. Dump some more in there. You're going to keep making... Oh, you ran out of power. You got no power. Half tempted to throw the pineapple pizza in there, see what kind of power we get out of it, but I want to eat the pineapple pizza and make everybody lose their minds. Okay, so while that stuff carbonate is making, we need the strontium, right? Strontium is going to be a red antimatter. So let's go ahead and run another half stack of red antimatter through there. And what's good is we're getting iron oxide from it, so that's definitely going to help. We've got 7. How many of these do we have? We already have 7. We need 20. That's going to be 14. Let's just run the rest of the red antimatter through. There we go. That gave us a little bit more. That's awesome. Okay, so... Oh, nope. There we go. Let's get that stuff out of there. So we got carbonate. 4 more carbonate. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing that right. So this... Carbon and oxide. Oh, that's right. We just made it, and now it's been properly bookmarked over here. So there's 18 there. We've got 7. We need 13 more, and I have 4. So let's just... Oh, no. You go there. We'll count this up to 13. Okay, so there's 13 of that. Click you. Click that. And then that will start running through. And I think that will be good. Let's go get the strontium out of there for now. So we've got 20 strontium and we need 20 iron oxide. There's 39. Awesome. So we should have enough for this. So that's 20 of that. Now if I combine these and it's going to make redstone, I don't have spaces for that stuff yet. So we may need to figure out a way later to take items that overflow and figure out how to sort them. Okay, so it's the combiner, right? redstone, click U. That should make 20. Yeah, buddy, yeah, buddy. We're getting close to being able to make power from wood. Sweet. Oh, I didn't even look and see what the rewards, the energy cell. That's right. So go ahead and get the energy cell. Awesome, awesome. So we've got a way to store energy. Let's go ahead and... This is all the technical stuff I'm just saving here for right now. Wooden energy. 2 furnace generators will give us item ducts and servos. Cool, we can start moving stuff around. Ooh, look, more ways to get energy. So let's hit A to bookmark this. We're going to need redstone, iron, a machine block, and a furnace. Okay, furnace is easy. Some more redstone for 4 machine blocks. So 4 iron, 4 redstone, 6 redstone, 9 iron, and 6 redstone. So we've got the redstone. How do we make the iron again? I'm pretty sure it's just going to be from chemical combiner. 16 is going to give us 1. So 16 times 9 would be 104 or something like that. I don't know that we've got... So we've only got 7 of those. Is there another way to create iron? Let's kind of scroll through here real quick. No, looks like we might have to do some off-camera work to get the iron. So let's back up. We need to figure out how do we make iron from a chemical dissolver. Just kind of scroll through here. Oh, that's what it was. We can dump mineral salts in there. So let's go ahead and do that. Where are you at? I was going to say there should be a ton of mineral salt laying around. Combiner dissolver. Get dissolved, please. And get sorted as well. Only 4 iron out of that? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I might have to do that one between episodes, making a whole bunch of mineral salt and dumping it in here so we can get enough iron for that. So let's see. We'll get you yet. More colors. Pink antimatter and black antimatter. And we're going to get a pink generator and a speedy hopper too. Shouldn't it be speedy hopper also? I don't know. Yeah, just ignore those silly jokes. Let's get this stuff out of here. And let's see. Pink antimatter is going to be magnesium. And magnesium comes from mineral salts. What? So we should be getting magnesium, right? Do we have magnesium? Oh, we do have magnesium. This is one of the ones I sorted in between episodes. Oh, piggy. Stop it with the just taking everything. Okay, so you go there. And let's get 2 stacks of white antimatter because we're going to need to make those black antimatter as well. So there's the pink. Let's do this. I'm really curious. What do you make? What was that? Was it more magnesium? Let's see. That says 34. $36. You know what's cool? We used 8 magnesium to make the pink antimatter, and then we just ran the pink antimatter, 4 of those through, and we just got 4 magnesium back. So there's a way to basically using these chemicals and mixing them with antimatter and then dissolving them. Looks like it's going to give us a way to generate lots and lots. Okay, carbon. That's it. Oh, we got carbon right there. Awesome. Looks like it's gonna be a way to help us generate a whole bunch of chemicals and stuff. Balance. Oh, we got to put 1 there. Okay, balance that. There we go. So does this do the same thing? Let's dump some black Oh, what was that? What are you? That didn't put out carbon. Let's do some more. Oh, that gave us tungsten and carbon. What is this stuff? Aluminum. Awesome. So we're gonna. It's like a card game. You have to collect all of them, right? That's what it feels like in a way. A little bit of a confusing card game. more colors, and we got this pink generator and a speedy hopper. Now I want to see what this generator thing does. Grid power. What do you do? What goes in there? Pink generator. Hearts? Now I don't want to put my health in there. Will that go in there? Oh, and it made... Oh, okay, so I guess pink antimatter or anything pink, maybe? So for right now, let's go ahead and just put that here as well. I know it looks like I'm not using stuff. I'll use things. Don't you worry. I'll use stuff. I'm going to just kind of sort this up in here as we go. Let's see. Is there anything else we can do real quick before we end out this episode? So now we've got to make 80 aluminum oxides, 80 magnesium oxides, and 80 potassium chlorine. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, that's going to give us... Let's bookmark that. An iron wand? I don't even know what that is. Blocks of coal. Did I successfully... Yeah, we can remove those. We'll leave that. So aluminum oxide, aluminum and oxygen. We figured out a way to make aluminum. So we've got that in a chemical combiner. Aluminum oxide. Oh, it's 2 and 3. So I'll have to make some more. Let's see what magnesium oxide is. Magnesium and oxygen, we've got that. Potassium chloride is going to be potassium and chlorine, K and Cl. So we've got chlorine. Where are we going to get this? Oh, no. Get the book back. Get the book back, Piggy. Let's see here real quick. Figure out how to make potassium chloride, right? Oh, from there. So potassium will come from potassium carbonate, potassium dichromate. Let's see it. Oh, potatoes. We can make it from potatoes. That's cool. But we don't have any potatoes to grow. Potassium cyanide. So let's see here. Do we have anything potassium-like down here? We have carbonate, sucrose, iron oxide, sodium, potassium chloride. There we go. So we do have a way to do that. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I have to make 80 of each of those, and I have to do some breaking down of stuff. So now that we've seen the recipes, you know how to make it. I'm going to do that off camera just so that it's not so boring. Do a bunch of the processing and make that. And in the meantime, I'll also try to sort and straighten all this stuff out so that we have more stuff sorted and whatnot for next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, please click that like button. If you want to see more of these as I release them and you're not already subscribed, would you consider subscribing? And if you want to be notified whenever videos come out, click the notification bell, and you will hopefully, if the system works the way it should, squat and get this one to grow, you'll hopefully be notified, and then you can see all the videos as they come out. I love this. I went ahead and made this long line of trees, and we can use vein miner and just take it all out at one time. So cool. But I'm going to get all those different chemicals sorted out and ready for next episode. And that's when I hope to see you is in the next episode.